not bad. I like them. I do like them. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So in today's video, it is a makeup video today. As you can see the face, it's a makeup video today. I'm going to be doing like a quick 10 minutes tutorial makeup look for you guys using the HEYMKGO, hope I'm saying the name right, makeup brush set. This is it. They were so kind enough to send me their makeup brush set. I've already done unboxing for this brush set. I'll try and be somewhere here on the screen, but this is the packaging and all the brushes are inside, which I'll be showing you the ones I'll be using. Lovely brushes and lovely packaging as I'll be doing my makeup, okay, and you'll be watching. You can still grab your makeup and join me, okay? But before I start, if you're new here, hi, my name is Glory and you're so welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're not new, you're a returning subscriber, or you always come back to support me by watching my videos, thank you so much for coming back. So starting off, I've already had my shower. I've done a little bit of my skincare. Yeah, I've done my skincare, in case you're wondering or you're new here. But if you watch my makeup videos, you know this statement I'm about to make. Always do your skincare before applying makeup on your skin. Good skincare routine helps makeup to look flawless. All right, so I've already done my skincare. I've got a makeup I've got a video here showing you how to apply skincare before applying makeup on your face. I'll try and link in the description box. But yes, I've got some of my skincare on my face, but always start with a clean base. Good skincare routine helps. And to moisturize and to moisturize and act as a primer, I'll be using my Good Molecules lightweight daily moisturizer. This is a primer, a moisturizer and a primer in one. In case the light keep going in and out in the camera, just know I'm using the natural lighting, okay? But if it gets pretty dark, I've got my ring light here in front of me. I'll put it on if that's when it comes to like the worst that you can't see my face at all, okay? But yeah, in case you see the light going in and out, yeah, just bear in mind I'm using natural lighting, okay? I'll prime my face with my moisturizer and primer in one. Alright, I'm just going to show you the brushes. So this is what, again, this is the package and this is what the brushes looks like. It's like the color is more of like grayish, yeah, like a grayish, you know, neutral, beautiful color. Love the color. It's like giving you this grayish color, beautiful. And these are all the brushes, like. And if you know me, if you've been watching my makeup video, you know that I rarely use makeup brushes to do my makeup. I always use makeup sponge because I find them so much easier. So I haven't used like makeup brushes. I use them to, like, you know, blend out my like for example, I use the powder brushes and stuff, or maybe eyeshadow brushes a little bit, but to like blend my foundation, blend my concealer, I don't use makeup brushes. So I'm keen to see how this will work with my makeup. Honestly, I am keen. But these brushes are so beautiful. You've got your eyeshadow brushes. I'll quickly show you the eyeshadow brushes. So these are all the eyeshadow brushes. You even have the spoolie, what they want to use to brush your brows. Look at this. So if you're someone that loves applying eyeshadow, or you're a beginner trying to start up your makeup kit, honestly, this brush looks good. We're going to use it, see how it works with the makeup, but it looks good. Looks so good. Love the packaging, so beautiful. Honestly, I try to use less. Less is more for me when it comes to like 10 minutes. If I'm not doing like your full-on coverage makeup, I'm doing 10 minutes, 5 minutes makeup, quick makeup look. Sometimes I'm doing like, I have 2 minutes makeup. I just okay, fine, I don't have 2 minutes, but 5 minutes I don't use foundation. 10 minutes, yeah, I'll use foundation, I'll use bronzer. 5 minutes makeup, I don't. I have a 5 minutes makeup tutorial here on my channel. I'll try and link in the description box again, but I'm going to do like updated one later on. But this is like my 10 minutes makeup. I still have like my, you know, other makeup stuff on, you know, I apply them on my face, but I try to use less. Okay, so for foundation, I'll be using my Dior Backstage foundation. I use something like this amount, and what I do, I just concentrate. You can see I have discoloration on my around my mouth. Ideally, I'll go with concealer, but if I'm doing like your full coverage, then that's when I'll go in with concealer apply, because just to reduce applying a lot of foundation on my face, just to reduce cakiness as well. But if you're someone that have like dark spots on your face, please feel free to go in concealer that matches your skin tone and, you know, conceal those dark spots. So I'm just putting a lot more. Can you see me? I'm just going to zoom in. I feel like you can't see me. It's better. So yeah, so you can see the discoloration. So I'm just applying a little bit more of those foundation around it, because that's where I'm targeting to cover up. Then what is left, I'll just spread it on my cheek like this. Okay, put a little bit on, or just what's left on my nose. And to blend out the foundation, I will use this HEYMKGO. There's no names on these brushes, that's the thing. So but I'm using like the dense, it's like a more dense brush, which it will be ideal, you know, this would be ideal to blend out this foundation. So I'll see how it works, but I'll be using this one, the HEYMKGO brush. So this is how fluffy it is, and quite dense and packed. Okay, so beautiful. Grab my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll start blending. This brush, so soft, and is blending my foundation so well. And the thing that I don't like about brush is that they leave streaks on your face, the ones I've used in the past. But this one is not doing that. This one is blending the foundation like a dream, honestly. You see, no streaks. HEYMKGO brushes. I'm impressed so far. Okay, impressed so far. So I'm using what's on the brush and just bringing it on my forehead, because again, for my 10 minutes makeup, like I said, less is more. So it's whatever is left on my brushes, I'm just using it to blend out the rest of my face. Okay, don't forget the jaw, you know, around the ears, the back of the ears. Make sure everything blends in and uniform. Oh my goodness, this brush is so good. I'm not joking, guys. This brush, can you see? There's no streaks. I'm impressed. I am. And it's so lightweight. You can see the way I'm holding it. You can hold it however you want, but I find it easier holding it like this. Wow. And make sure to blend flawlessly. You can see the skin is still peeking through, but everything looks lightweight. I don't know. Yeah, I've put my ring light on because the light just keeps going in and out. So next, I'm just going to use my Lancome All Over Concealer. If you're new here, this is my jam. To conceal under my eyes. To blend out this concealer under my eyes, I'll be using this HEYMKGO HEYMKGO brush. This is quite dense as well, and it's, you know, a little, you know, smaller than the foundation brush we use, but you can see how dense and packed it is, which will be good to blend out the concealer under the eyes due to this, the size. So far, this is how this brush, I'll say this is good for concealer to blend out my under eye, which is not bad. And to brighten my under eye, I'm just going to use my Lancome concealer. So the one I used to conceal is my Lancome concealer in shade 10.3, and the one to highlight, I'll use my Lancome concealer in shade 051. I'm just going to use dots like this. So still using the same brush to blend. You have to be gentle. I'll do the same on this side. The foundation brush to blend out the edges because we don't want any harsh lines. So the same foundation brush that I used to blend out my foundation, I'm going to be using it to blend out the edges of my eyes, like so. So far, this is how the face is looking. So we're going to set with the powder now. Quickly set my under eyes. I'll be using my Derma Blend Loose Professional Setting Powder in shade Warm Saffron. But again, going in with the brush that I used to blend out the concealer to conceal under my eyes, to kind of blend a little bit, just in case there is any crease. We don't want to be setting crease under the eyes. And to set with the powder, I'll be using this HEYMKGO. This is like a mini size of the foundation brush that I used earlier. I'll just show you. This is the foundation brush that I used earlier. So I'll be using this one. This one is smaller than this one. I'll be take my powder to set under my eyes and also around my mouth. Avoid smile lines. Dust off excess like so. Got little powder still here, left here on my hand, so I'm just taking that to set. Also, for around my mouth, just going to go in with the foundation brush to blend out any crease, just in case, because I've got obviously line around my mouth. So if when I'm setting with the powder, don't set the foundation into the crease, just to avoid smile lines, to be honest. So the little tricks that I do. So blend it out. Then I'm going to use the powder on the brush and just apply the powder also around my nose and the bridge of my nose. Take more swatch on the more powder like so, and just do this facial expression to bring out all the lines. Everything in. This helps to reduce my lines, okay? And avoid shininess on the bridge of the nose. Make sure to apply a little bit of the powder, spread it as well there. So to avoid creasing again under my eyes, because I have fine lines, I'm going to use this. Like, this is like one of the eyeshadow brush, the HEYMKGO eyeshadow brush, but I'm going to use it because of the size. take my powder that's still on my hand, in my hand here, you can see, and just use it to set my under eye properly, because this will be able to get into the fine lines, just to avoid our concealers going in there to sit during the day. If it helps, look up as well, but this is what I do. This brush is so good, again, under the eyes. You can see how tiny it is. So good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. Right, so I'm just going to leave that to sit for a few seconds, and I'll dust it off. It's like a powder brush, but I guess you can use it as well to apply like a powder blush if you want to. But we're using it to dust off the excess powder under my eyes. This is so fluffy and soft. Using my Say bronzer, and I'll be using this HEYMKGO brush. You can see how it's curved. This would be also good if you like contouring, but I like to bronze anyway. But you can see how it's shaped. Yeah, so I'll be using this to bronze my cheekbone, forehead. So see how packed. Again, grab my mirror so I can see properly what I'm doing. This is so good. Look at how it gets into the hollow of the cheek. So this is perfect if you want to contour as well, but I'm just bronzing and at the same time contouring, because that's how my bronzer works. It acts as a contour and bronzer for me. So I'm getting to the hollow of the can I talk? So maybe to get into the hollow of the cheek, and also bringing it up here on the cheekbone, so, and bringing it up to the temple and to the forehead. Yeah, you can see. And to bronze the side of my nose, I'll be using the eyeshadow brush to do so, to help bring the whole face together. And I'll be using my powder bronzer to do so by BH Cosmetic. It's a pressed powder, but I use it as a bronzer, but a shade light darker than my skin tone. Helps bring the face together. You don't have to do this, but this is like what I do, just to help. It just helps bring the whole makeup together, you know. So yeah. And I also use the same bronzer and brush to kind of like bronze my eyelid. I didn't apply any concealer on my eyelid because, again, this is like your 10 minutes makeup tutorial. Still want the eyelid, you know, still want to look natural, but with the face looking lightweight, and with makeup but still looking lightweight. Okay, so that's how it's looking. And I'll be applying my blush using the same brush that I used to apply my bronzer, and this is the Glossy blush in shade Haze. I'll use what's left on my brush and just blend it around my nose like so. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do it, but I like doing this. And to set my brows and also to brush it just to help it look tidy, I'll be using this the HEYMKGO. This is their spoolie brush, which is good for the brows. And I'll be setting my brow with my Benefit Clear Brow Gel. And for the lips, I'll be applying my Revlon cream lipstick, and first I'll line it with my brown lip liner. And to blend out my lip liner, I'll be using this HEYMKGO. This is like the little, it's from the eyeshadow set as well, the eyeshadow brushes set. This is what, look at how tiny it is and flat. So I'm just using it to blend out my lip liner. And to set my whole face, I'll be using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And fan it down with my hand fan. So this is my whole face done. This is what I classify as my 10 minutes makeup. So quick, so lightweight. You still have some, you know, majority of the makeup on the face, but I kept everything to the minimum as possible. I did not apply mascara because I just don't. And yeah, this is the whole face. HEYMKGO brushes to do my face. Honestly, I would say this brush is good if you're a beginner, or you're just looking for good, you know, you're looking for affordable brushes, you know, something to do your makeup if you're on the go, or you're just in a rush, or even for your full coverage but you just want something affordable. I'll say check them out. I'll put their link in the description box, but I know they are on Amazon. Okay, they're on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the description box. I just did my whole face pretty much with this brush. I didn't use all the eyeshadow brushes, but you can see, you saw the way I used the eyeshadow brushes to kind of apply my bronzer on the side of my nose, apply a little bit of bronzer on my eyelid, blend out my lip liner. So if you're someone that you just want to do quick makeup, or you don't do eyeshadow, you can still use the eyeshadow brushes to do other things. Okay, so these are the brushes, and they're not bad. They're not bad. They did this face, you can see, no streaks. Yeah, not bad. I like them. I do like them. So that's it for this video. Please, if you have any question, if you have anything to say, please be sure to leave your comments, your question in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you. And yeah, we've come to the end of this video. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.